Gotta wait for everyone to join. Wait for people to join. Hold up. Let's see let's see. Am I live? I cannot tell, bro. Hopefully I'm live, okay? Hopefully I am live. I'm gonna turn on a little something first. Guys, I'm kinda nervous. Hold up. Kinda nervous, guys. It's been a minute. Hold on, let me make sure I'm live right now. Gotta make sure. I can't see my comments, bro. Chat. Am I live, guys? I cannot tell at all. Hold up. I'm live. Okay. Alright, what's up, everyone? Okay. Hold up. You guys gonna have to wait, okay? I'm gonna start from just part 1, but right now, okay, this goes into very deep, okay? It has nothing to do with anime, but it does have things to do with business. So if you have no idea what I'm gonna be talking about, you're gonna be pretty damn confused if you're not in business. But first, I'm gonna connect this to a browser so I can kind of depict some pictures for y'all, okay? Hold up, give me a moment. Okay, how do I work this? Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna do this. Have it like this. Was it the KKK? Okay. Not quite, not quite, not quite. It was not the KKK, guys. Alright, I'm gonna have this right here. Pretty much after I talk about this, I'm gonna be trying to recruit him to the cult that I'm talking about. Okay? But this actually happened, and I'm actually pretty mad and shocked because I wasted a bunch of time. I thought it was something serious. I thought it was something real. I was trying to get into business, trying to get further into it, but these guys were lying, okay? So if you love your family, how many of you here love your family, okay? Type yes. Type yes right now.
You sound like you should recruit them right now.
I am trying to recruit y'all, okay? But say yes if you love your family.
Guys, don't.
Say yes.
No, guys, you guys gotta be
Say
selling
yes.
your soul.
Say yes right now. Say yes. Say yes if you love your family. Say yes if you want to be happy and successful, okay? Say yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not seeing no yes. You guys don't love your family? Come on, bro. Let me hear it. Hold up. Let me check if you guys are saying yes. I gotta go actually to my live, I guess. Because YouTube is quite slow. Hold up.
You need to use the phone.
Before we get started, I gotta hear some yeses, okay? This is super important. Hold up. Hold up. This is quite important for you guys to say yes. Okay. No? You guys don't love your families? Okay. Maybe you love your family? Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, if you don't love your family, you're safe, okay? You're not gonna be recruited into the cult. Because this cult requires you to love your family for you to want to be successful, okay? So if you love your family and you're any of those, you're done. You're gonna be part of my cult, okay? You're gonna join the cult that I got swooped into, okay? So let's start from the beginning. It all started when it was my stepfather's birthday, alright? That's how it started, and me and the boys, we went to Walmart, okay? We went to Walmart, and one of my boys was wearing the Calistoic hoodie. If you guys know already, I launched a hoodie, okay? That was the conversation starter right there, okay? But after this, I walked around Walmart. I wasn't actually the first person to get in contact with this recruiter or like whoever it is, this cult member, okay? But it was my bro. He was wearing the Calistoic hoodie, and the guy was like, hey, nice shirt, right? Nice shirt, okay? Nice hoodie, okay? He was wearing a hoodie. and my boy, right, was trying to head to the bathroom, but he couldn't head to the bathroom to take a big dump. So he decided to bring this cult member over to me. You know, I don't know what their conversation was, but the guy was led to me. Okay, I'm gonna hold on before I get to that. Okay, the guy's name, I know his name. I know his full name. But we're gonna call him. What should we call him?
Jamal.
Jamal. Okay, we're gonna call him Jamal. Okay, he was a black guy. Okay, he was a black guy, a well-dressed black guy. He talked well, right? He spoke well. He handled himself well. Okay, but my bro pretty much brought him over to me. But what were you and him talking about?
So every single thing that me and him talked about was the exact same thing that you and him talked about. To the last minute detail, every single way that he answered you, he answered me, okay? It was like he was programmed, okay? It was like I was talking to an automated robot, okay? Have you guys ever, you guys go to a website and asks you if you're a robot? He would have failed, okay? He would have failed. He would not have clicked that button.
Okay. So pretty much, when I first talked to him, he was pretty straightforward. It did not feel like you were talking to a human, like a guy with emotions, right? Like you're actually connecting with someone, right? It felt like you were talking to let me show you something, guys. Like a psychopath, like a emotionally psychopath. Let me search up a picture for y'all, okay? I don't know how to spell psychopath. I'm pretty dumb, but there we go. That is not how you spell psychopath, bro. But we'll ignore that, okay? But okay, look, this is not it. Okay, it was not this, okay? Whatever. It was not that. Okay, guys, it was not that. I don't know what this is. But it was like you're talking to someone like this, but instead of like him looking all angry, he looked like he was a happy guy, okay? He was a happy guy. He was just chilling. And he felt very salesman-like. It was like he was trying to sell something to me, right? So me and him talked about what we do, right? I was like, hey, I got my community. I got my channel, right? I got Kala Stoic. And I started my own clothes, right? And he was like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope, right? That's pretty dope. And I asked him what he did, right? He said he did e-commerce. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much drop shipping, right? Drop shipping, he drop ships, quote unquote drop ships from America, right? On like some company. We're gonna get to that. This company is super important. It's the source of all evil, and it has been in America for a long time. It is actually the number one thing, okay? I'll get to it, okay? But after this, we exchanged phone numbers. I was like, okay, I'm just here to shop. So we get to it, trade phone numbers, and I gave him my name. He gave me his name, right? And pretty much I didn't think too much about it until like I got back home. I was like, okay, that guy was pretty weird. Pretty weird interaction. Like it did not feel human at all. And I think about a week later, I did live stream in between, When I was doing those push-ups, guys, that's when it kind of happened, okay? That was like right after Walmart, okay? Don't trust people at Walmart. Whoever approaches you at Walmart saying, hey, bro, nice shirt. And then he begins talking creepily to you. Do not trust him. Do not trust him, okay? But after this, he called me up. Hey, he's like, hey, is this Kwasi? Is this Kala Stoic? I was like, yeah, this is Kala Stoic. And I didn't know how to say his name. I was like, Jamal? Jose, right? We both got each other's names wrong. He actually didn't call about me. He called about my bro, okay? He called about my bro. So that means that's already a red flag right there because he didn't even remember who I was. So I didn't catch on to the red flag as early, but I knew something weird was going on, okay? I did not like it. Yes, I got invited to a cult, guys. I got invited to a cult. Okay, we're gonna get to why I'm in a suit, okay? This cult, everyone wears a suit. Everyone wears a suit. I'm gonna explain why I have this on. I'm gonna explain why, guys. I'm gonna explain why. I'm not in a suit for no reason, okay? I'm not in a suit for no reason. We're gonna get to that part, okay? You were touched as a kid. I got no clue, okay? I got no clue. I love my family. They're pretty good folks. Hey, respect, okay? But you're done. If you love your family, you're done. Okay? But he called me up. I didn't know pretty much anything that we wanted. I kept questioning him. Like, why are you calling me? What do you do, right? And he never answered any questions. I was into business, right? He was into business, quote unquote business. But the type of business he was in was not the same business I was into, okay? And pretty much, I was like, what the hell do you do, right? I kept questioning him. And he was like, no, I'm getting frustrated. I don't want to do this. I got other people to deal with. I got other people. I gotta invite. I gotta bring opportunities. I'm providing you the opportunity. I'm the guy providing you the opportunity, right? So I was like, man, I do not like how he talks, but I want to understand what the hell he's doing, okay? I got no clue what the hell he's doing. He just came off weird, okay? He came off weird, but at the same time, I decided to go meet up with him at Panera Bread, okay? I got no clue what it is, but some place where white people, old people, eat bread, okay? I don't know why there's a restaurant about eating bread, okay? I don't think bread is that good. Should do a recap of One Punch Man. Got invited to a call. Yeah, One Punch Man. Yeah, One Punch Man would be pretty good. Okay, you guys can always watch this later, but after this, hold up. After this, I got invited to Panera Bread. Is where we pretty much talked about our dreams, our goals, right? And he sounded pretty good. He came from Nigeria, came from somewhere in the Congos or something, somewhere in Africa, right? Bread, yeah, I love bread too. I love bread, but I don't think it deserves a restaurant, okay? But after this, right, everything turned out well. I was like, okay, he seems like a pretty cool guy, right? And he was like, hey, next time, bro, you gotta wear a suit. You gotta wear a suit. It's a business professional setting, okay? Business professional setting, okay? So you already know, I was like, okay, bro, I don't really have a suit, but I'll go get one, right? I'll go get one if it's serious enough. I'm trying to learn, right? I'm trying to learn everything. I'm trying to understand. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to learn. So I went back home. I was like, okay, I'm excited for tomorrow. I actually convinced him that I was actually a good candidate for whatever the hell he was going on, right? Whatever the hell he was suggesting. He didn't tell me. I did not know what the hell was going on. So I'm in the same spot as you guys right now.
This stream is so laggy, bro.
Is it actually laggy, guys? Is it laggy?
So laggy.
Is it laggy, guys? I would turn down. Hold up. Let's make sure it's not too laggy. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, guys. Hold up. What the heck? Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. Hey, I'm the best anime YouTuber, okay? I'm the best anime YouTuber, brothers. I'm the best anime YouTuber. Make sure you remember that, okay? Spread that around, okay? Best anime YouTuber. I'm about to become one. Even if I'm not right now, okay? But wait, he's Asian. It's not too laggy, yeah? You sign up for 100. Yeah, I will. I'm actually gonna sign up. We're gonna do after this. We're gonna get to 100 men versus one gorilla. Okay, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna explain why we win. But
what the fuck?
Okay.
Is this conversation?
Yeah, I get back. Okay, I get back, and that's where I buy myself a suit at Target. Buy myself some slacks. I couldn't buy new shoes, but I did have some new shoes at home, so I wore those. And I came in dripped out. Not like this, not fully, but I did have this on. The suit right here. But I went there, and it was like an hour drive. Okay, it was like on the rich side of town. I've never been to a rich side of town. Maybe you guys don't live there. Maybe you guys live there. Maybe it's a little sketchy, but it did not feel normal because it was at like a chapel. Okay, the places that people have weddings. Yeah, that's where they were hosting it. I tried to look up what they were hosting, but it was not public. So yeah, I had to just go in there unsuspectingly. I came there an hour earlier than I was hoping to. I was hoping to stay in the car, but I texted them, hey, I already arrived, right? He was like, hey, I'm inside right now. Come in, right? So I would go in. I went to the wrong side. They said go on the other side. So I went around, entered it, and everyone in there was dripped out. Everyone in there was stripped out, bro. They had better suits than me. You guys think this suit is good? Well, they had way better suits than me, man. Hey, you have a good one. Yeah. Of course. Okay, this is just a story, guys. If you guys want to listen, you can listen. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. But this is just something for you guys to be interested in if you want to listen, okay? But after this, I get inside. I talk to him. It's pretty cool, And I feel like, a kid at candy store because this place was really fancy. Everyone's in suits. Everyone's in this. Everyone seemed like they had goals in life. But the moment I asked a question, hey, you know, I do this, blah, blah, blah. I do this, I do this. I asked this guy, hey, what do you do? He's older than me, okay? He's older than me. He said, I fix ACs. You fix ACs? Get out of that suit, bro. He had a nice suit, okay? And he fixes ACs, okay? No problem with that, but this is where I begin to realize, hey, though, hold up. Something ain't right? Something ain't right. I was expecting everyone to be like a level above me, but these guys were not. These guys were kind of like just regular people. But these guys that recruited them are rich, right? They're making money. I still don't know what Jamal does, right? Jamal here does, all right? But, you know, I talk a lot. I interact with the people. They're quite older than me. And if someone comes over to me, they stop right in front of me. Okay, this 17-year-old, okay? He said he was 17. And I was like, oh, man. And he begins glazing Jamal. He's like, man, you gotta listen to everything he says. You know, he's like a god. He's like the best person in the world. You should listen to every single thing. If he tells you to jump off a bridge, you should. And I was like, hold up. Okay, I don't know about that. No, I don't know if Jamal's all that. I know he's kind of, you know, good, but I don't think he's all that, okay? He's not all that. Am I talking to myself?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is just for the video, okay? But after this, I asked the 17-year-old, okay, what he did. And bro said he was in high school. He didn't do anything, okay? And already this is where things got weird, guys. Things got really weird. Because this is supposed to be people who are actually working on stuff. Oh, what the heck? Hold up. Okay.
Yeah, that's true, right? What is it? Jamal was talking like it was like only business people could be there. You know, only people that have been successful in their whatever they're doing, right? And yet there were like homeless people, people that even haven't graduated, like freaking toddlers in there.
Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, it's really weird. Already, you know, minors should not be in here, guys. I'm 19. Okay, I'm 19. Recently 19, and I'm supposed to be there, not someone else. Okay, not some kids. Okay, and another red flag I noticed is that when he bought tickets, right? I didn't have to pay. He bought tickets, and there was a guest ticket, okay? Ooh, maybe you guys are experienced enough to know what this is, but I don't think any of you guys can guess. Okay. 100 wops versus 1 man. Hold up, guys. Hold up. We didn't get to that, okay? We didn't get to that. 100 wops for...
Interesting.
Bro,
Interesting.
a man is dying, okay? 1 man is dying. 1 man is dying, bro. 1 man is dying. I'm gonna say that, okay? 1 man is dying. But after this, right, he buys me a ticket, okay? And I get it for free, okay? I'm like, okay. I met a guy who was making millions. He was making $50,000 a month. I was like, man, I'm trying to get like you, bro. I'm trying to get like you, right? But, man, you know, he was pretty chill. He got a beer, you know, he got a big beer. He got a wife here. And, you know, everyone had nice suits. And we were about to enter. I actually talked to a lot of people beforehand. So I kind of got the gist. And after we sat down, I'm gonna tell you guys before we sat down, okay? Now, Jamal, the guy who recruited me, he was freaking glazing the hell out of a guy named... Hold on, can you pass me my notes? Pass me my notes, bro. I forgot his name, okay? Guys, I took notes. I was there taking notes. None of you guys are gonna believe me, okay? But I was there taking notes. Let me see his name again.
His name was like Ted Bundy.
No, his name is Brett Harris. Brett Harris, bro. Brett Harris. His name was Brett Harris. Yeah. One shark with legs versus 10 humans, bro. A shark with legs is winning, okay? Obviously, okay? That's a menace. That is a menace, bro. Hey, man, the people who you don't expect to be rich, be the richest people. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. You know? Okay, Cupid, you don't realize, okay? This place, I'm kind of giving you the gist, okay? Giving you guys the gist. This place, it was a cult, but everyone wore suits instead of, you know, the hooded hats, or like the KKK uniforms. Everyone wore suits, Okay, this was a business cult. Alright, a business cult. Okay, this is just a glimpse of what it is. I'm about to review it soon. But where was I? Hold up. Oh yeah, Brett Harris. Okay, everyone was glazing Brett Harris because Brett Harris, he was a military guy. He was charismatic. He jumped off a freaking airplane and saved people. He was freaking Captain America. Okay, that's what they said. And he was making millions of dollars. And he retired at like, I don't even know how old. Okay, but he retired 20 years ago. He started his business 40 years ago. And man, that guy's just the best, man. He's like Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, that's what they made it sound like. They made it sound like he was like someone to worship, and they were worshiping him, bro. Even the guy with the beard who was making 50K a month, he was worshiping him as well. And I entered, I was like, hey, where's Brett Harris at? And I talked to a few guys, and the guy next to me, man, that dude, he never brushed his teeth in his life. I was pretty sure he's homeless, but he says that, you know, he does security, and the girl next to me, you know, she's pretty young, and the girl next to me over here, she's around her mid-20s, so she also got recruited by the older lady. Alright, seems like these older people are going after younger people and manipulating them into coming into like this place. I don't even know what to call it yet, but we're gonna get to it. No. Hold up, Brett Harris, okay? There's a lot of Brett Harrises. Okay? A lot of Brett Harrises. But we sat down, right, and you know, everything was pretty good. Everyone was clapping like this. Like, imagine that, right? While Brett Harris came in, the big dog, okay? And the moment he came in, brother had like a freaking gold watch blinged out with giant diamonds on it, okay? Giant diamonds, and he had a ring like this. Hold up, let me show you guys the candy, okay? Let me show you guys the candy. Okay, the candy right here, okay? Giant candy pop.
What is that on the screen?
I don't know, candy ring pop something. Okay, the diamond ring pop. His diamond ring was so fucking big, bro. Like this. This is what bro had on his freaking ring. He was that blinged out. You know damn well he was making bank off this cult, okay? He was like the cult leader. But he's not the biggest, okay? This continuously goes up, alright? He was not the biggest guy, alright? He was making millions off people, though. When I listened to him talk, no, he sounded really charismatic. I was taking all my notes. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I want to be like him. Turns out, I want to be like a cult leader, okay? The only thing I learned going there was actually how to be a cult leader. So, what happens, okay, is that I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? I came here for business. I didn't come here to learn how to be a cult leader. And everyone here, bro, was just laughing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's funny. He was cracking jokes, you know. If any of you guys go to church, you know how the pastor kind of cracks jokes? Well, this guy did crack jokes. Okay? He was like a Gen Z old man. And one of the things I heard is he said his company name. And I got super interested, bro. I was like, what? Okay, but after a while, right, I listened to him. These guys came up telling him about, okay, you know, I work for the company. You know, you guys should be like me. Join the company now, right? And everyone here who got successful, guess what, guys? They all work for the company. That's the only way you can succeed is to work for this company. Everyone was a salesman for this company, okay? And I was like, what? This doesn't make sense, right? Okay, and I'm gonna tell you guys, there's not just kids here. There's old people. There's like people with beards, people who are lawyers, doctors and stuff. And it's not just dumbasses, okay? There are some smart-ass people in here who are like just don't understand what's happening, right? Already I could see so many red flags. And I was really ready to dip. And after everyone stood up, I sat in my chair wondering what the hell is going on, okay? And Jamal came over like, hey. Hold up. You don't know yet. You guys are about to see, okay? Okay? And what happens is Jamal's like, hey, what do you think? Wasn't he amazing? He was so amazing, right? Okay? And I was like, what? Bro, like, this doesn't make any sense. What's your company, right? I started questioning him about everything, about dropshipping, about e-commerce, right? And pretty much, this is where I kind of got into the glimpse of things, okay? I didn't know it was a cult at this time. I didn't know anything about this place, okay? I did not know what it was. And after a while, I began arguing with Jamal. We went back and forth. He was my recruiter, and he was getting angry. He was like, man, I don't need to recruit you, you know? No, are you interested or not? Are you interested or not, right? Are you interested or not? And I was like, bro, I might be interested. So I tried to shake his hand. He avoided my handshakes like 3 times. So he ended up scheduling something for tomorrow, right? I was like, no, let's do it on the weekend, right? Let's do it on the weekend. Why? I want to do a bit of research, okay? A bit of research. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Hey, after this, I pretty much left, feeling like, okay, like, damn, you know, this ain't right, okay? And there's also a lot of things. I met people, a lot of people, okay? A lot of people from high school, a lot of people from colleges, right? And these guys pretty much target, like, people who are young and vulnerable, right? Who want to be successful and who also love their families, right? So if you love your family and you want to be successful, you're done, okay? You're actually going to be recruited into this place. And I'm going to explain why you don't want to be recruited, okay? Pretty much, I got to my car, and as I drove back, I began doing research. Brother. This is where I learned that it's a cult, okay? We're going to go through this, okay? If you guys look up Amway, you guys are probably going to think, oh, it's just a company. Oh, man, I would love to join this company. Hold up, let me look up Amway right here. Look, guys, it's Amway.
Someone really said
Amway, it's Amway, guys. Let's join Amway, so we could get rich. We can make money, right? We can make money. Well, too bad. You're not gonna make any money. Instead, you're gonna lose all your money. You're gonna be selling products that don't work. Okay? You're gonna be making negative dollars because you're the one who's gonna be buying from them. So the reason why Jamal even recruited me is because he actually makes money off recruiting people and getting people into the cult. And why they glaze the prophet or whoever, right? The people that worship.
Prophet.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Brett Harris. Let's call him Brett Harris, okay? His name is legit Brett Harris. Why? Is because Brett Harris is the guy who actually leads this cult, at least in this era, right? And if you look at Amway, what it is, okay? It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. So you recruit people, right? You recruit, number one, right? You recruit a person, all right? And if he recruits like more people, these guys, when they earn money, you'll be earning money, right? You'll be earning money. So you pretty much build a pyramid, and this is actually the biggest pyramid scheme in the world. Okay, I don't do it justice. It was much worse than this. I'm really bad at telling this in a way where you guys can actually fully comprehend how big this is, okay? But Amway is pretty much a pyramid scheme, not like any other pyramid scheme, okay? Not like any other pyramid scheme. Relax, guys. Okay? Not like any other pyramid scheme. It's actually the number one, and the way they do things is like a cult. So the reason why they were saying Brett Harris was like this amazing guy who we should all listen to, and why the 17-year-old was like, hey, you know, you should listen to Jamal, everything he says, right? And guys, I wish I recorded this, but you can't record in this area. Like, it said no audio recording, no videotapes, right? And they got really mad at me for questioning them. So I went back home feeling really bad, right? And I had to do some research. And if you look it up, if this is up right now, guys, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna look it up for you guys. But Amway, cult. It is the cult where you join, right, and you believe that you're actually gonna succeed. And the only way you're gonna succeed is through drop shipping. That means getting your products from a company for like one energy drink is like $30, and thinking that you can actually sell that, okay? And then when you lose all of your money trying to sell those products, and your recruiter, the person who recruited you, earns all of the profits, guess what? You're broke. So now you're gonna have to go up to your friends and be like, hey, can you buy my products, right? Because I'm dead broke. I ran out of money. I'm in freaking debt now, right? And there are people who get stuck in this, okay? Stuck in this forever. And I'm gonna read it to you guys, okay? I'm not doing it justice. I know I'm not doing it justice, but we're gonna get to it, okay? We're gonna get to it. Hold on, let me fix this up, guys. Let me fix this up a little bit, okay? I'm gonna go hold your hand. I'm gonna hold your hand for this. Let's do this. Hope that's good. And then we're gonna do this. What? Come on, down here. There we go. Okay. Oh my days. What the heck? Okay, here we go. This is for you guys who are interested in the story, right? If you're into business or you're trying to succeed, guys, I would say, right, people will try to take advantage of your ambitions and your love for your family. Because when I'm talking to that guy, right, he tried to manipulate me into like just giving in, right? But you know, your boy's a G, okay? Your boy's a G. Hold up. Almost just exit out. Hold up. What the heck, bro? Hold up. Guys, I'm kind of... What is going on here?
I'm dying inside your room, bro. I got open window.
Open window, bro. I already got a window open, bro. Guys, what the frick is going on with my thing?
Oh, man. We'll pass out, bro. We'll pass out.
Okay, well, freaking OBS is stuck on my screen, bro.
Well, I'm about to pass out, bro.
Okay, here we go. Colts ready. It's really hot in this room, guys. Okay, it's actually really hot. It's really hot in here. Okay, Amway is a cult. How do people fall for this, right? And let's go over here. Okay, we got a ton of people. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the history of Amway. This cult right here. It already came in. It already came in, okay? If you love your family, okay, you're going to be just dragged into this cult, all right? I definitely did not do the story justice, but if you guys encounter anyone who... What? Guys, I got like OBS stuck in my screen. I actually can't. Okay. So, if you guys love your family... So, let me read you a story right here. Let's read you the story. My ex who went to a boarding school and talked about going to Brown when we were kids just shamelessly tried to suck me into this pyramid scheme with every cult like recruiting tactic. Okay, I know my story the way I told the story. Okay, guys, it's not that good. Okay, it's not that good, but most people screw up when they listen to their dad or their friends. Okay, so these friends, your mother, any of these guys, you gotta protect them, okay? If you love them, protect them because they want to provide for you, they want to help you out. But these guys take advantage of that, okay? And if you don't join their cult, guess what? They're gonna be like, okay, your family's gonna die. You know, you're gonna lose all your money, you're gonna go into debt. You're gonna lose a lot, okay? You're gonna lose a lot. So if we go into this, most people screw up when they listen to their dad or friend. You just gotta take everything you know about MLMs and just throw them out the door. If you guys don't know what MLM, that's pretty hard to say, but pyramid scheme, pretty much, right? Pretty much network marketing, something. Network marketing, mass network marketing. Okay, if you don't know what that is, pretty much someone's at the top, 3 people at the lower, more people at the lower. So pretty much the more people you recruit, the more money you earn, and the more the top people earn. Okay, and we require your absolute trust. Only then we can know that we can invest our time into you. Of course, you know, it's them investing their time into you. It's not you, it's them, okay? They're giving you the opportunity. You should join. You should listen. Everything they say, you should listen to, okay? Okay, we can invest our time. Of course, these people don't have a website. They're not famous. She eventually signed me up for this Zoom meeting with her distributors and sign on because I was thinking, I have to see this. I want to waste their time so much. And at the time, bro, I did not know it was actually a pyramid scheme because Jamal actually made it very convincing that it wasn't, but not convincing enough because I found out. Okay. Yeah. And I thought I was going to do that, but I was just so creeped out and disgusted. I didn't want to do that anymore. It was like Scientology, okay? These people are in three-piece suits like this, bro. Like suits, okay? They're in suits. They're in suits. Hold up. Three-piece suits, where we at? Okay, on a Zoom meeting, and they brought their entire families with them. Yes, even Brett Harris brought on his entire family. Showed it to everyone because you know you love your family, right? You love your family, so you gotta join. You gotta join, or if you don't join, your family's gonna die. Okay? And who are also involved themselves. Yes, everyone gotta be involved because it doesn't make sense. Like if you haven't had an encounter, it doesn't make sense. Okay? Like how I'm explaining it, you guys probably don't care. Okay? You actually gotta experience it yourself. So if you guys get recruited by Amway or whoever, say yes. Okay, you're gonna get dragged in. Okay, you're gonna get dragged in. Okay, who are involved themselves. This girl was smart and had the world going for her, and now she's wrapped up in this stupid lie that she will be financially independent in 3 years. Yes, they make you a promise that you'll be so independent. You don't need to work a day in your life. That you'll through this business method, right? Through this business method, you'll be able to feed your family. You'll be able to become financially successful, everything. Okay, through dropshipping. Dropshipping is not all that, guys. It's like freaking, oh man, gardening is life, or like this type of thing is life, right? And the way they do it is like a cult. They're all like, I swear to you, bro, they can all chant the same thing. Like, Amway is the way. Amway is the way. Amway is the way. They could just chant the same thing, and no one would really question it, bro. Anyone in that room, I feel like they would all believe it, bro. I met people who graduated from high school who somehow got dragged into it, right? Because they wanted to be like, they want to be something more, right? They want to be something more. So definitely, guys, your ambitions and stuff is gonna be taken advantage of. Do you guys see this? Yeah, you have a good night, guys. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up. If you guys can always watch this tomorrow. You guys can always watch this tomorrow, okay? Move, bro. Move. Okay. They're so wrapped up in the bullshit. People double down. Yeah. Okay. I think part of just people being too embarrassed and prideful to admit they're wrong once they're too deep into it and have already pushed it on their family and friends. That means it's like a virus, okay? Pretty much. You believe this. I don't know how to explain it, guys, in a way where you guys can like understand it, because I just gotta take you there, okay? I gotta take you there, okay? So if you guys want a Amway invite, hit me up. I'm gonna drag you there. I'm gonna take you there and say goodbye to your family, okay? But hey, I'm gonna do a second stream where we're gonna do 100 men versus a gorilla, okay? 100 men versus a gorilla, boys. All right.